Hello, my name is Malcolm, and thank you for joining me on the 12th episode of season 2 of Just Trying to Live a Positive Life. Sometimes I drag myself out of bed. That's right. I know you can relate to that. I know everyone listening can relate to that. Sometimes I drag myself out of bed. Sometimes it really is not about the 5 a.m. club. I'm sure you've all heard about the 5 a.m. club as well, or different equivalents. And if you haven't, the 5 a.m. club, to generalize it very quickly, is about being up at 5 a.m. where you're meant to be at your most productive and you can get more work done and more stuff done and make the most of your day. Now, for me, I can be honest, 5 a.m. is a stretch for me, regardless if I was working the day before or I'm working or I go to sleep with all the best intentions and get a good night. 5 a.m. waking up is not an easy one for me. I actually have to wake up earlier than that for my day shift, but that's because I have to. I need to be ready to leave my home to get to my work. But to wake up 5 a.m. intentionally on a day when I don't need to is a big, big stretch for me. So I'm not disregarding the 5 a.m. club or rubbishing it or belittling it. I'm just saying it's something that doesn't necessarily work with me at this stage of my life right now. And some days you just can't get out of bed. And I say you can't, I mean, you won't, or your body's telling you, relax. And I don't think you should always force yourself to do something, even if it is something productive you want to do during the day. Sometimes we need to listen to ourselves. Sometimes our body's saying, relax, I need more energy. Let's just stay in bed for a bit longer. So this has come about today, where I had my alarm set to get up at, what time was it? Excuse me. I think it was about 6 o'clock, maybe 5:30. I can't remember. And I set the alarm again and I set the alarm again. I got up and fed my cats, and you might hear them running around my flat or apartment, whatever you know it as, right now. So excuse the noises if you do hear that. I set the alarm after I fed them, went back to sleep, and I eventually didn't get out of bed till 9 a.m. And that's rare for me. But I was working late the evening before, and I worked a very long day. So I listened to myself, have a rest. But when I did get up, I did my stretches, I did press ups in my front room. Then I headed down to the gym to do CV work. Come back from the gym, did the exciting housework stuff, the washing, the cleaning, all the stuff we love doing. Yeah. And then I went for a walk. Then I come back and revise some of my Yoruba notes because I am doing my best to speak and read Yoruba, and I'm enjoying the challenge of it. And for those of you who don't know, Yoruba is a language widely used in Nigeria. So, and then since then, after that, I did some my ironing, some more housework, and I'm now doing some recordings for my podcast, or our podcast, Just Trying to Live a Positive Life. So what am I getting at? What I'm getting at is, even if we have a set time we plan to get up, it doesn't mean the day is already lost if we don't get up at that time. Because sometimes we need to listen to ourselves, like the example I've tried to give, and we can still get up and be productive. We can still get up and achieve a lot, because I've done a lot today. And after this, I plan to sit down and watch a movie. And I don't watch a lot of TV, but it's something I wanted to do at the start of the day. I wanted to watch TV, have some relaxed time. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it happen. And so I've still managed to be productive today. I've managed to get things done. And thinking back, if I did force myself out of bed at 5 o'clock or 5:30, I believe I would have been laboring and struggling through most of the day with low energy. Did I say, sorry, I got out for a walk as well? I can't remember if I did, but I got out for a 40-minute walk as well. I believe if I got up at 5 o'clock or 5:30, that I would have been laboring through the whole day, just wanting to go to bed as early as possible. And it's not, for me, a productive day if I've had to struggle through the day. Yeah, I might get things done, but I probably won't get them done as effectively or as efficiently as I would if I had energy. And that energy come from listening to myself to have that extra bit of sleep. So I'd probably be wanting to do this episode right now, and I would have been like, no, forget it. We'll do this another day. I'm too tired. I need to go to bed. And that can be right if that's what you want to do and that's how you want your day set up. But I wanted to get things done and have some me time in the evening. And that's what I've allowed myself to do by giving myself that rest in the morning. And, I've been able to get on with the rest of the day. Now, going back a few years, maybe 5 years, maybe a bit less, I would have forced myself up, potentially pushed myself through the day as well as I could, been moody, been thinking about, all I'd have thought about was getting into bed. And it would have been possibly a productive day, but it wouldn't have been an enjoyable day. I've got a lot of things done today, and I've done it at a pace which has been healthy, and I've enjoyed it to the point of I'm able to now talk to you about it right now. So big up to the 5 a.m. club. I don't want no beef. I'm not starting no battle. I'm just saying the 5 a.m. club is for people that want to dedicate themselves to being that way. The 5 a.m. club is maybe for people that want to join it 1 day a week, 2 days a week, 3 days a week. I don't know. Maybe some people don't. But really, it's about doing what you need to do and listening to yourself along the way. And as long as you're able to get what you want done during the day, or the majority of what you want done during the day, you're a winner, you're a champion, regardless of whatever club you're in. And as long as we're not beating ourselves up for not sticking to a time schedule every single day to the very minute, to the second, because that's not going to happen. So as long as we feel we're making the moves and making the progress we need, and if we don't do it one day, guess what? There's another day. So enjoy your days, be productive in the best way you can. And don't forget, like me, like you, we are all human. We make mistakes. We don't get everything done the way we want to get it done. And we need to be loving and caring for ourselves along the way. Because we need to remember we are just trying to live a positive life in the best way we can. Thank you for joining me for this episode. Episode 12. We're doing so well, people. Thank you all for tuning in and listening. Episode 12. Thank you. Join me for episode 13 next week on Wednesday at 3 a.m. UK time. As I always say, if you don't catch the episode as it airs at 3 a.m., I don't blame you. I can't complain about a 5 a.m. club and tell you to be up at 3 a.m. unless you're already up at work or regardless. Or it's easier to listen to it at that time because of the region of the world you're in. That's right, we want to go global with this. Listen to it as soon as you're up or when you can on Wednesday. And I hope you enjoyed the episode. Any feedback, anything you want to talk about, disagree with, agree with, any reflection, communicate with me about it. Let's have them discussions, because all this is about us developing and living the best life we can in the best way we can. And that comes through talking, constructive criticism, and understanding each other and our point of views. Thank you. Catch you next week.